Oh, hi, this is Jean Tuitt. I'm just talking about moving on again on day 18 from Valentine's Day to St. Patrick's Day, but I'm also going to talk about all the stuff we buy. Now, as you know, one of the reasons, anyway, let's not go into all that, but like a lot of people, I'm pinching pennies now. I'm taking my little thing. I've even taken my coin purses to the Dollar Tree and such like that. But then I've had my good moments and bad moments. But I am older, so I have the excuse of like, well, I'm tired. I don't feel as good to work as much. Plus, technically, I'm older, so I was trying to retire. But like I said, I need to supplement my income more. So, but I have had a lot of fun over the years trying to become a more well-paid actress. But I have made some money at acting, and I have been I am in the Professional Actors Union. It's tough. You have to keep up with your dues and everything. But basically, I'm talking today about stuff that we buy, but actually, most of the stuff that I bought or people have given to me when they've moved or whatever, but I don't really regret most of it. I don't even regret moving to LA and back a few times because it was fun. I mean, I did it the first time when I was in my 40s, which is still relatively young. So if you're thinking, oh, I'm too young to pursue acting in my 40s, now it's easier than ever before. Well, it's not easier to book anything that pays. That's a whole nother ball game. But I mean, it's easier to have people accept you that you're pursuing acting or studying acting or, getting some headshots made or whatever. But it can be an expensive endeavor, just like trying to become a professional golfer or anything else like that. But anyway, these are different things I bought maybe 5, 10, 15 years ago, different times when I moved to LA and I managed to, keep a lot of the stuff. Like these are glasses I got in Santa Monica, and they weren't very much, maybe $7, I don't know, but they're you can't really drive with them, but you can go to the beach with them or go to the pool with them, and they're supposed to help you with energy healing too. And I had them in different colors. I can't find all the ones. Maybe when I used to go to pool parties in Dallas when I could afford to do that, or even in LA at the pool, maybe I misplaced some of them over the last 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Okay. So, and then I got this in downtown LA for only like maybe 10 years ago. And it was only like maybe $6, $7. It's like just a wrap. You can use it to wrap like a little shawl, or you can use it for a swimsuit cover-up, to put over your swimsuit, or like a skirt over your swimsuit. I guess I need to step back a second. I'm like doing this selfie video. I know I need to turn it around next time. Maybe I get more viewers if I. But you see how I don't want to. I can't. My place is so small. I don't want to back into something. But yeah, you can just like wrap it around like a swimsuit cover up, whatever, And then I got this thing at a beach I think it was at Venice Beach, and it wasn't very much, maybe $5, something like that, $6. And of course the hat, I got the hat in Santa Monica. It's kind of smashed up some. I guess did I have it on backwards? No. Here. Anyway, oh, it is kind of torn. Well, I have pets, and, I've moved it and such. But it doesn't really block all the sun out. Well, it blocks some out, and but it's kind of fun. And maybe I had this thing at too many pool parties, too, and moved it so much. It's amazing how we end up with stuff when we move. different things. I've got these energy bracelets that I had ordered, but one time I got this arthritis, which I'm lucky I don't have much arthritis, but once in a while I do, I think, just like a lot of people when it's more like humid or going to rain or if I'm not exercising enough or whatever. So, let me see. I guess that's all. We weren't going to go into any heavy-duty subjects today. I thought I'd just, and a friend of mine gave me this top, and then I have another top under it I got. It's really expensive. And, of course, we have our St. Patty's Day things on, and I have to save up so that I can afford to go have a beer on St. Patty's Day. But, and I need to buy some more makeup, too. I'm like, you know, basically, we could all just get on here and have a party, I guess, see who shows up. Have to be careful. The only trouble is with the internet, you don't really know who's on the other side. But, well, anyway, I was able to, I almost had a mishap with my phone, but it was too close to the pet bowls. But anyway, basically, you know, get on here, even if you might not ever get, you know, like monetized. We hope that. I'm trying to make a lot more videos, and I would like to ask people what they would like me to talk about, and so we can even do split screen and do free little acting classes. Eventually, I'm gonna. Well, if somebody is interested, I can give you personal acting classes too. That's probably considered a luxury item, but I would be inexpensive. But I have had a lot of classes, and I could help you get better at your acting. And then later on, you can afford to go maybe to somebody who's more expensive, that's even more experienced. But I've been doing all this for 20 years, but I've had lots of other jobs in between. So, like I said, we've been through all that. It gets a little boring. Maybe people get tired of talking about jobs, you know, like, and we've all done them, you know, a lot of us have, you know. If you were fortunate enough to go into something and you were able to stay in that industry and you enjoy your job for several years, or if it pays you enough to learn to enjoy it, you know, kudos to you. But a lot of us have done a lot of things like temp office, substitute teaching, cashiering, you know, in addition to doing the acting or selling. Now, I can sell Avon now, but I haven't sold any yet. But if you're interested, I have sold Mary Kay before, and maybe eventually I can do that too. But with Avon right now, you don't have to have any money to sign up. You just sign up, and you don't even have to use your credit card. You can just sign up and get some orders, and then order it, and do it like that instead of having to buy it all wholesale and max out your charge cards, which you may not even have access to right now. So I see so many videos online, and people are starting to be forthcoming with, you know, it can be a struggle out here, but we have to stay upbeat, you know. I know I've seen a lot of videos, people in big cities living, like in LA or New York, living in their cars, or if they're lucky to have a car, or in tents. It's really sad, but hopefully they can bounce back from that. Let's see. So basically, you know, like if you're downtown LA, a lot of those people, maybe you could buy something from some of those people. I know you have to be careful for your safety, but some of those people, I was researching on YouTube, some of those people have jobs and everything, and the rents are so high. I know that's why I always had to come back to Texas, and now it's like I'm limited, you know, whatever. But I'll figure it out and kind of get back on, I'm getting back on track now and getting more motivated. And like I said, I might even have to peddle insurance again. You know, that's a tough route. It's not easy, But if you get with the right people, because it's on a commission, it's just like with acting. You have to find people that you can work with and believe in you and that make you better. But it's kind of like if you don't book an acting job, you don't make any money. If you don't sell anything on a strictly commission, you don't make any money. But nowadays with jobs, some people are walking on eggshells literally and watching out, and at the store, if you break the eggs, then you are out because they're like worth $7 now and up, like $6, $7 in Texas even for like a 12 pack of eggs. And then I've seen where some people are paying $10 and up for eggs, and which is so crazy. But it's still cheaper than going through a drive-thru and having an egg sandwich or something. So I just wanted to say, one thing, I'm a lot older than a lot of people online because it's a lot of young people on here. One thing that's helped me is when I was younger, I would dwell more on negative. Oh, God, woe is me. That guy's such a jerk, and no wonder I can't get a decent date, and no wonder I can't find a boyfriend or get married, all that stuff. But as you get older, you realize there's so much behind working in the background. If you had trauma in your background and he did or whatever, it's hard for everybody to match up with the right person, and a lot of people end up with the wrong person, and we know how that goes, and divorce attorneys get rich, but then they have their own headaches too. So I think they have to, they spend a lot of money on their liability insurance for their practices, just like doctors do. And I mean, everything is just up and up and up, and insurance companies are considered to be possibly in the future. I know even decades ago when I worked at Prudential, they used to talk about how someday insurance companies would be a luxury item that a lot of people wouldn't even be able to afford unless you have to, like if your mortgage company makes you have it because you don't own your car, you have a car loan and you have to, in those circumstances because there's just so many dollars to go around. But hopefully things will come back. It takes a while to recuperate from a lot of financial hardships and, the economics of it and everything. So without getting into all that, but basically I try to maintain a positive attitude. I know it's not easy, and I think sometimes dwelling on the same things over and over and over again, it's like that just makes things worse. It's kind of like the expression, if you keep doing things the same way, you'll keep on getting the same results. Or like my history teacher used to say, like I said the other day, if you keep on doing the same things, making the same mistakes over and over again, if you would just do it right the first time, you wouldn't have to keep doing it over and over and over again. Well, in theory that may be true in school, but in real life that's not as easy as it looks. So, henceforth our universe that we live in. But we have to maintain a positive attitude if we can, or at least laugh at ourselves or others. And if you end up, Jim Rome used to talk about if you end up broke and alone and old and, all this stuff. But, I mean, he was so dead on, right on about all of it, and then overweight too or whatever, but fat and broke or whatever. But you know what? Just on one note, I think one thing with this, the struggling from the economy and then hopefully whatever they're doing to get it back on track again, I think at the end of the day we're all going to end up kind of slim because people don't have the time or the money. A lot of people don't have the time or the money to have a lot of food or buy a lot of food or eat a lot of food, and those that have plenty of money are beginning to realize how important it is to eat properly to avoid huge medical bills so that they can stay in the clear and stay on top of their economic game and their life and their business. So that's all. So anyway, but just try to stay positive. I know, like, today is like Tuesday, and it's like whatever, and you know, there's a lot of things that we can do, a lot of things that we can't do, and you know, life goes on, and you know. So anyway, but I just thought I found I'm slowly decluttering, and as I do, I'm slowly going to find, for example, one more thing. I found this, but actually it's helpful, because sometimes you could weigh your mail if you're going to mail something before you go into the post office. You know, if you do have to mail something. I mean, I just have so many old-fashioned things, you know, still. I'll get those out another day. But I have decluttered quite a bit of stuff, but I still have stuff. But in here, it's just so small. And, but I'm thankful I was able to afford a place, you know, even though it's 450 square feet. Hey, you know, I'm lucky that I'm blessed and lucky that I can have a little place right now. So, and we all may have to do jobs that we don't want to do. We may, you know, may have to do that. So, okay, over and out. Thank you. Okay, bye.